Hello, fellow readers. We're back here for another video. I got my second proof in, so those of you who haven't watched the first video, I recommend going back and watching the first one, and then watch this one. So I got my proof in for Had I Not, or I Won't Be Shaken. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I've been driving for about 11 hours today, coming back from Maryland. So yeah, just a quick little video, and this time I want to talk a little bit about the process. I'm going to go more in depth of the process of writing and publishing and marketing, website design, all that stuff. But for this one, I just want to see my book and let you see me see my book. So Clover is apparently exhausted from welcoming us home. She got to stay here with the dog walker for a couple of days. And I got the book over here. I actually ordered 2 proofs this time. So when you order a proof, especially from Amazon, they let you only do it one time, because as soon as it goes live, you don't get a proof anymore. And you don't have to order one. I think these cost me maybe $3 or $4 a piece. But they're one of a kind, and they'll never make them again. Unless I release the books in a different format, different title, different cover, whatever, then you can get another proof. So with that being said, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. I'm going to prop this up and hopefully I don't drop it. There we go. And this is me getting my proof in for my very first novel, my autobiography, I Won't Be Shaken. So let's take a look. Got to open this one with a knife. And if this is something else like a Christmas present from one of the kids, I'm going to be very embarrassed. And you'll probably hear Clover eating her dinner behind me. There we go. Well, just like the last one, I Won't Be Shaken by J.L. Fox. You can see it's got the not for resale proof band around it. It's also a 6x9 trade back, which is a really basic size and design for especially an autobiography. Now Chosen, you saw in the last video, came in also a 6x9 paperback, but we also did it in a 6.14 by 9.21 hardback with a dust cover. It's a little more expensive. It takes a little bit more to print it, a little more time and money, and the royalties on that's a lot less. But these 6x9s really go. So this is a cover that I designed. I actually designed it on a website called Canva, and then I took my file along with this big, beautiful picture right here and gave it to a graphic artist and all the dimensions and sizes I needed, and I got this cover back. So let's look in it now. It looks good. This is called the copyright page. It's something we didn't talk about last time. A lot of lawyers speak. Basically covers your butt if anything goes wrong or anybody wants to sue you for anything in it. Dedication page. My brother made a comment about how Chosen chapter 1 was started on the left-hand side, and you don't see that very often. We actually did that on purpose, just to be different. This one is designed properly. You have your dedication page, then you have a blank page, and then you have any kind of pretext. You know, for me, it's a couple of quotes. And then your first page, but in my case, it's a first forward, starts on the right-hand side with the left blank. That's a basic page layout. But, you know, when you first look into these books, writers will tell you they look at the beginning and they look at the end. Everything in the middle, we already know what's there. That's for the reader. Everything looks good. There's no footnotes in the forwards. The footnotes don't start until chapter 1. And there's chapter 1. I did a really basic header on both sides. Running headers are very difficult to do for me. I'm sure there's people out there who do it for a living. That's a lot easier. What people don't realize is I actually did all the internal and cover formatting for these books. I took a crash course in how to use Word properly, because when you send off your manuscript, it's not just a Word document. It's actually what's called a printable format. So you give it to them as they're going to print it. This page size, the margins, gutters, everything. You justify all the text on every single page. This book is 275 pages, so that's 275 pages of formatting. But this looks really good. It's a lot cleaner than Chosen. I didn't do a color header or anything like that because the story, it speaks for itself. I wanted to do a full picture back. It came out really well. My logo's on it. My publishing company's logo is on the copyright page. All that's legal, all the legalese of it. So as we get more into the podcast and the blog for this, I'll explain a lot more of the nuts and bolts, how I started. And now that I'm working on my fourth novel, and my third one's going to be published in June, now it's just become basically a job. I'm still passionate, obviously still very, very passionate about it. Still love putting words on paper and telling stories. This book almost broke me. As Clover's trying to do her stuffed animal over here. But this story, I believe, needs to be told, and there's actually a lot of resources in the back of the book. I do a whole resource page, as you can see there, for people with PTSD and CPTSD, especially veterans and people with childhood abuse and stuff. So I won't be shaken. It looks like a real book because it is a real book. It's my first book I wrote, and I stand behind everything I wrote in here. I changed everybody's name, obviously, for legal reasons. That's one of the things you have to do. And then I let the people who are in it the most pick their own names. And I hope they like it. They're all going to get copies of it. I just ordered 25 of these, and so I'm sure that's the first of many shipments in. So this book you can buy in paperback only on barnesandnoble.com or bn.com and Amazon in both ebook and paperback. I'm going to post this on Facebook and all the places I put the other video, as well as my video blog on my website, www.jlfoxbooks.com. Any questions, comments, concerns, again, let me know. Any questions any aspiring writers out there have about this process, let me know. So there you have it. My very first novel, I Won't Be Shaken, by J.L. Fox. I'm going to go to bed because I've been driving all day. I love you all. God bless you. And thank you so much for the support of this journey. I hope you get what I mean for you to get out of this story, because the very last line of the story, and I'm going to say it here, is, "The story's now yours, and I will not look back." Love you all.